Once upon a time, there was a farmer walking down the road. He was whistling a tune. But he scratched his head and he said, "Doggone, I wish I had some words for my song. All I've got is a melody." Just then, he came to a little brook, and he leaned on the railing of the bridge. There was a big old bullfrog hopping from bank to bank. The bullfrog looked up, saw the farmer, and thought he'd show off. He took an extra special big hop and kersplash! He fell in the mud and got all dirty. Well, the farmer laughed and laughed and laughed, and he started singing. Away down south in the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped from bank to bank just because he'd nothing better for to do. He stubbed his toe and he fell in the water. You could hear him holler for 1.25 miles just because he'd nothing better for to do. Now the farmer went down the road feeling pretty proud of himself for having made up a song. He went into the corner store, bought some groceries, and said, "Oh, before I go home, I must teach you my new song." The storekeeper said, "Go home. I'm busy here. Don't you see all these summer people? Well, I won't pay you my money unless you let me sing my song." "Oh, all right. Sing it and get it over with." Away down south in the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped from bank to bank just because he'd nothing better for to do. He stubbed his toe and he fell in the water. You could hear him holler for 1.25 miles just because he'd nothing better for to do. Well, the farmer sang, and the storekeeper shouted, "Hey, that's a good tune. Gather round, everybody. We'll have a party." And they were stomping on the floor, drinking the free strawberry pop, and passing around the free soda crackers. Back at home, the wives and children were sitting down to eat supper, and "Where's Father?" Mother says. "Children, you'd better run down to the corner store and fetch your old man. He's probably wasting time as usual." All the children ran down the road and ran inside the store. When they heard the music, they forgot all about giving the message, and the children started singing, "Away down south in the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped." You get the idea. Well, the children were stamping on the floor, drinking the free strawberry pop, and eating the free soda crackers. In every farmhouse, it was the same situation. All the mothers said, "This has gone far enough. Do they expect us to cook all day and no one show up for supper?" And they walked down the road waving their frying pans. When they got near the store and heard all the pretty music, they forgot about being angry. They dropped their frying pans, and the mother started, "Way down south in the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped from bank to bank just because he'd nothing." And the mothers were drinking the free strawberry pop and eating the free soda crackers and stomping on the floor. Meanwhile, back at the barn, all the cows said, "Oh, where is everybody? We're supposed to be milked. It's getting very uncomfortable." The cows walked out of the stalls. They walked right out of the barn, down the road, straight inside the corner store, and they started moo 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 moo. And they were drinking the free strawberry pop, eating the free soda crackers, and stamping on the floor. Out in the barnyard, the chicken said, "Where is everybody? We're supposed to be fed. We're getting hungry." The chickens hopped over the fence, hopped down the road, hopped inside the corner store, and feathers were flying through the air. The chickens then were stamping on the floor, drinking the free strawberry pop and eating the soda crackers. Meanwhile, all the barns started talking, and they said, "We feel so empty without any cows, without any chickens. I guess we'll go and find them." The barns picked themselves up off their foundations, they gallumped down the road, they all squeezed inside the corner store, and believe it or not, they started to sing. Did you ever hear a barn sing? Ever hear a rusty hinge on a barn door? Well, that's the way they sounded. Out in the fields, all the grass said, "Where is everybody? The cows are supposed to come and eat us. I guess we'll have to go and find them." The grass picked itself up, swished down the road, swished inside the corner store, and swish, 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 See, grass doesn't have vocal cords, so it can't talk, so it just kind of switched the song. When the grass was gone, the fields were gone. When the fields were gone, the banks of the brook were gone. The brook said, "I don't have anything to bubble between." So the brook bubbled down the road, bubbled up inside the corner store, and this was the scene at the corner store. The brook was bubbling up and down the stairway. The grass was growing out the chimney. Feathers flying through the air. The cow's tail swishing out the window. Moo! Everybody drinking the free strawberry pop, eating the free soda crackers, and stamping on the floor. Well, there was the bullfrog in midair. He looked down. There was nothing underneath him. He looked over. There was nothing to land on. He said, "Where am I?" The only thing left was the road. He started hopping down the road. He said, "Hey, what's that racket down at the corner store? Why, they're singing. They're singing about me!" And he was so proud, he puffed himself up with pride. And he puffed, 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 and he puffed! He exploded in all directions. The whole country store went up in the air. Cows, barns, chickens, farmer, children, everybody floated down through the sky. They all landed right where they were supposed to be the whole time. Sat down eating supper, feeling kind of foolish for themselves. Next day, they all went out to try to find the frog. They looked high. They looked low. Strawberry pop bottles and soda crackers were in all directions, but no frog. So all there is that's left of the frog is the song, and we might as well do her once again. Here we go. Away down south in the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped from bank to bank just because he'd nothing better for to do. He stubbed his toe and he fell in the water. You could hear him holler for 1.25 miles just because he'd nothing better for to do. There's lots of people like that foolish frog of mine, get themselves in trouble just to pass the time, There's lots of people like that foolish frog of mine, just because they'd nothing better for to do. Oh, way down south in the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped from bank to bank just because he'd nothing better for to do. He stubbed his toe and he fell in the water. You could hear him holler for 1.25 miles just because he'd nothing better for to do. Well, there's lots of people like that foolish frog of mine, get themselves in trouble just to pass the time. Yes, there's lots of people like that foolish frog of mine, just because they'd nothing better for to do.